partner Esla, my partner Katie, Jovan, and Latoya and Jay are from the other investors that we're gonna see from some of their homes too. We're gonna see two of their homes today, and this is our home from Creek Homes. As everybody has their itinerary there. So what I just wanted to talk about a little bit is about how do we get to where we are right now. We're a group of investors that we started about 5 years ago, and I don't know if some of you are from a group from Renatus that. Most of you know that they provide real estate education. Some of us met through that organization, and it definitely launches to something that we didn't really imagine that we were gonna do. We all wanted to do this. We all wanted to start doing this type of realtor. I've been doing real estate for 16 years, but I've been doing this type of work for the last 6 years. Okay, so the idea is that we wanted to show with this tour, we just wanted to show you how we started and how we got to where we are right now and where do we want it to go. Obviously, as every real estate investor we have big dreams and we wanted to get to much better and bigger size of projects, right? So we really started with the projects that everybody does. That is, the really small houses, really small bungalows, really small projects that were only fixing kitchens and bathrooms, paints, and just carpet, right? So, and we went, initially we met with Katie about 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
5 years ago, and we started doing this full time, and we did a lot of the small projects where we're only like I said, only kitchen, bathrooms, and just carpet and paint. We started utilizing some of our own cash and some of our own credit, which you're gonna be finding today. So we have some of our sponsors today that are gonna be talking about some of the strategies that we use to raise the funds that we needed to start buying these properties. Initially, as some of you may know, after 2008, real estate wasn't a fun thing to do, right? And a lot of people were, their credit got slammed by the crisis. And I was in real estate at that time too, so obviously it wasn't a great time for us at that time. But I met another investor at that time that he was buying in the middle of the recession. Well, most of us were looking at the sky, so, and that kind of imposes to start doing something different. It's like, you have to see and meet other people to find out what is it that you can do on top of the stuff that you're already doing to succeed on this type of business, right? So one of the things was, obviously to educate myself a little bit more, because even though at that point I already had about 10 years into the business, but there was a lot of the real estate that I didn't know. There was a completely other side of real estate that I didn't know, and it was the investment side. Okay, I only knew about the retail, the only way that I knew how to buy a property was to go get a mortgage, and that's it, right? You qualify, you don't qualify, and that's it. So I was doing mortgages at that time as well. So when after 2008 and that crisis, obviously, we started looking for something different. We all were looking for stuff different to do, but I wanted to stay in real estate, and that's how I found the educational program that we went through, and that I met a lot of you guys in there as well. So from then on, I was able to learn about different strategies that you can utilize to raise money, because obviously at that time, during the crisis, there was no cash out there. Okay, nobody had enough cash to start doing that. So the strategies that they were teaching about were how to raise funds through other, investors, little, big, whatever. The idea was to, how to raise the money that you needed to do that particular deal, right? So implementing some of those strategies, that's what it got us to this place now. We started with one house that, cost us about 46 grand. We put about $40,000, sold it for 150, and then from then on, everything else, it was history, right?